Unlock the power within you. Call 1-800 to...
They advertise it on the television.
Because loving yourself is the greatest love of all.
I hear them plug it on the radio.
Sure, it costs more, but I'm worth it.
How we come to this, I really do not know.
And in a related story, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled today that prayer in public schools is in fact unconstitutional.
Giving glory to the human race now. Man's evolved into a higher plane.
And your thoughts, Professor? We're looking at where evolution has brought us in the last 10,000 years. I'm sure we can't even imagine what the future holds.
We're gonna see the wrath of God if things don't change. People led about by blind ambition. Nobody wants to be outdone. And they're saying you gotta look out for number one. Jesus is still in control of my life. He's the master and second to none. One little love will break open the sky, so I guess you could say I'm looking out for number one. Losing people just to gain position. Whatever happened to the golden? We become a generation of power-hungry fools. Yeah, people living for the reputation to make a name that everyone will know. What will it take to show your life's no one-man show? If you're thinking life is out to get you, and you're thinking you gotta protect yourself, you're turning it over to the one who knows you so well. Yeah, Jesus is still in control of my life. He's the master and second to none. One little love will break open the sky, so I guess you could say I'm looking out for number one. I'm looking out. I'm looking out. I'm looking out for number one. Yeah, Jesus is still in control of my life. He's the master and second to none. Hey, one little love will break open the sky, so I guess you could say that I'm looking out for number one. Looking out for number one. Looking out for number one. I'm looking out. Yeah, looking out.
Oh, a happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, a happy day.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus was. When Jesus was. When Jesus was. He walked my sins away.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, a happy day now.
Happy day. He taught me how
He taught me how.
to walk.
Taught me how to watch and pray.
Watch and pray.
Yes, he did now.
Taught me how to live.
Taught me how to live, rejoicing
Every day.
every day.
Every day. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, what a happy day. Oh, when Jesus was. Oh, when my Jesus was. When Jesus was, yeah. Oh, now he was my sins away. Oh, happy day.
He taught
He taught me how to watch and pray. Oh, yes, he did now.
in Jerusalem that day. The soldiers tried to clear the narrow street, but the crowd pressed in to see a man condemned to die on Calvary. He was bleeding from a beating. There were stripes upon his back, and he wore a crown of thorns upon his head. And he bore with every step the scorn of those who cry out for his death. Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. And he chose to walk that road out of his love for you and me. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way to Calvary. Por la Vía Dolorosa, triste vía en Jerusalén, los soldados abrían paso a Jesús, mas la gente se acercaba para ver al que llevaba aquella cruz. Él sangraba por la espalda, cruel castigo recibió. Fue de espinas la corona que llevó, y sufrió más al saber que su muerte esa gente iba a pedir. Por la vía dolorosa, que es la vía del dolor, como oveja vino Cristo, Rey, Señor, y fue el quien quiso ir por su amor, por ti y por mí. Por la vía dolorosa al Calvario y a morir. The blood that will cleanse the souls of all men made its way through the heart of Jerusalem. Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. And he chose to walk that road out of his love for you and me. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way to Calvary. All the way to Calvary.
I dreamed I went to heaven. You were there with me. We walked upon the streets of gold beside the crystal sea.
singing, someone called your name. You turned and saw this young man, and he was smiling as he came. And he said, friend, you may not know me now. Then he said, but wait, you used to teach my Sunday school when I was only 8. And every week you would say a prayer before the class would start. One day when you said that prayer, I felt Jesus touch my heart. Thank you for giving to the Lord, for I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. Then another one stood before you and said, remember the time a missionary came to your church and his pictures made you cry. You didn't have much money, but you gave it anyway. Jesus took the gift you gave, that is why I'm here today. Oh, thank you for giving to the Lord, for I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. One by one they came, far as the eye could see. Each one somehow touched by your generosity. Little things that you had done, sacrifices made, all unnoticed on the earth, but heaven now proclaims. And I know up in heaven you're not supposed to cry. I am almost sure that there were tears in your eyes as Jesus took your hand and you stood before the Lord. He said, my child, look around you. Great is your reward. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life
unmovable rock, omnipotent, powerful, awesome Lord, victorious warrior, commanding King of Kings, mighty conqueror, and the only time I ever saw him run was when he ran to me, took me in his arms, held my hand to his chest, said, "My son's come home again," lifted my face, wiped the tears from my eyes, with forgiveness in his voice, he said, "Son, do you know I still love you?" It caught me by surprise when God ran. The day I left home, I knew I'd broken his heart, and I wondered then if things could ever be the same. But one night I remembered his love for me, and down that dusty road ahead I could see, it's the only time I ever saw him run was when he ran to me. He took me in his arms, held my head to his chest, said, "My son's come home again," lifted my face, wiped the tears from my eyes, with forgiveness in his voice, he said, "Son, do you know I still love you?" It caught me by surprise, it brought me to my knees when God ran. Oh, I saw him run to me, and then I ran to him, Holy One, righteous Judge, you turn my way. Now I know he's been waiting for this day. Oh, he ran to me, took me in his arms, and my hand to his chest, said, "My son's come home again," lifted my face, wiped the tears from my eyes, with forgiveness in his voice, I felt his love for me again. He ran to me, he took me in his arms, held my hand to his chest, said, "My son's come home again," lifted my face, wiped the tears away with forgiveness. He said, "Son, do you know I still love you?" Oh, he ran to me, when God ran. Oh, yeah. There was a holy hush all over as I walked into the room, and as I stood to see him face to face, I was gloriously made new. There was a great and awesome presence, and a light bright as any day, and as I bowed to kneel with the angels, I heard the Spirit say, "All rise, all rise."
presence of the Holy One. All rise, all rise,
as we worship the Messiah. All rise. Then I looked at those all around me with their hands uplifted high, and the Spirit laid His hands on me, and I uplifted mine. And He was singing hallelujah, praises to His name. And as I bowed to kneel with the angels, I heard the Spirit say, "All rise, all rise,
to stand before the throne in the presence of the Holy One. All rise, all rise, as we worship the Messiah,
singing holy, holy, holy.
worthy is the Lamb
Who was and is to come.
He is the great I am. All rise, stand before the throne in the presence of the Holy One. All rise, as we worship the
Messiah.
All rise, all rise, all rise.
Just can't keep on living like we're living. Push it to the limit, yeah. I know that He gave His life for me. Set all our spirits free. So I wanna do right, I've gotta do right. I never dreamed I could be holding you, but He's making my dreams come true. So I wanna do right, I wanna do right. Oh, you've got to do right. Yes, you gotta do right. Let Him be your guiding light. Yes, you gotta do right. Let Him be your guiding light. Oh, I say listen to me, people. I used to say love was just a game we play, but I see it in a different way. So I wanna do right, gotta do right. I never knew I could be holding you. Well, He's making my dreams come true. So I wanna do right, I wanna do right. Oh, you've got to do right. Yes, you gotta do right. Let Him be your guiding light. Yes, you gotta do right. Let Him be your guiding light. just can't keep on. Just can't keep on pushing to the limit. We just can't keep on. Just can't keep on living like we're living. We just can't keep on. Just can't keep on pushing to the limit. We just can't keep on. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on.
You've got to do right. Oh, well, you've gotta do right. Let it be your guiding light. Yes, you've gotta do right. Let it be your guiding light. Yes, you've gotta do right. You've got to do right, do right.
Thorns on his head, spear in his side. Yet it was a heartache that made him cry. He gave his life so you would understand. Is there any way you could say no to this man? If Christ himself were standing here, face full of glory and eyes full of tears, he'd hold out his arms with his nail-printed hands. Is there any way you could say no to this man? How could you look in his tear-stained eyes, knowing it's you he's thinking of? Would you tell him you're not ready to give him your life? Could you say you don't think you need his love? Jesus is here with his arms open wide. You can see him with your heart if you'll stop looking with your eyes. He's left it up to you. He's done all that he can. Is there any way you could say no to this man? How could you look in his tear-stained eyes, knowing it's you he's thinking of? Would you tell him you're not ready to give him your life? Could you say you don't think you need his love? How could you look in his tear-stained eyes, knowing it's you he's thinking of? Would you tell him you're not ready to give him your life? Could you say you don't think you need his love? Thorns on his head, your life is in his hands. Is there any way you could say no to this man? Oh, is there any way you could say no to this man?
just a carpenter, some say, leading fools astray. Yet many kneel to give him praise, and in his eyes they glimpse the power that sees the hearts of all men. And he knows his Father's mind. He speaks his Father's words, for he comes in the name of the Lord. There is strength in the name of the Lord. There is power in the name of the Lord. There is hope in the name of the Lord. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. When my plans have fallen through, and when my strength is nearly gone, I will trust in you. There's nothing left to do but just depend on you and the power of your name. And when we call upon your name, your strength through weakness to show, we can know the Master's plan, extend the Master's hand when we come in the name of the Lord. There is strength in the name of the Lord. There is power in the name of the Lord.